of this Thursday night matchup.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got time, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
The Browns defense getting ready. And 3 points surrendered on the last drive against them. They bent a little bit, but they didn't break.
I like that, and that's not always wrong. We run into a lot of coordinators that talk about, well, if I give up 3 points, my whole day's ruined. Actually, it's not. Just giving up field goals usually gives your team a chance to win if you're playing good defense.
Yeah, especially in the National Football League. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Fighting through. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 19, and the Browns are going to have a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
And they went big on first down, proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the floor. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? You think that's what went down? I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner, and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head is that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. They're trailing on the scoreboard. Now, they had to watch that last drive, then they come out here. Defensively, when you played, did you like being out there defensively to start the second half or wait to drive?
I wanted to be out there right away. Come out of the locker room, get right back into the flow of the game, because sometimes when you sat around, you liked it when your offense gave you a long drive, but it made it a little bit tougher to get out on the field.
Well, it's the 2nd drive here. We'll see how they respond. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A sea of Chiefs jerseys in there that time to make the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run the option left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And some room to maneuver. And avoids the contact by sliding. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They come out here in the eye.
Come on, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they'll run it here. And he's got room. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
The gun. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him.
He's got a man complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs defense making their way back onto the field. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
And they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Let's go!
Back to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's obvious to me that the big guy is beyond locked in. We saw last week a scintillating performance. We're seeing it again. I think he and his coordinator are in lockstep right now.
Sometimes a tip of the cap to the guys calling the plays here, yeah?
Not just calling the plays, setting the game plan, sitting with him during the week, watching tape as they formulate it. You know, the best ones, they listen to their guy and say, okay, what do you like this week? You like this play? You don't like that play? And that helps them formulate what they're going to do.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, I get that you're trying to make a play here, losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. If they just scored the touchdown, they're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And they'll lose a yard and now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. This a long one from 54. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just didn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. So we saw a lot of points. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we'd get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Tried
man.
to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he is having a nice bounce-back game. I know in the meetings this week I kind of did the faux pas of asking, did he tweak something? Because he just wasn't sharp last week. But they said no, he was fine, and he's showing that here in this one.
Dan, I was really glad that was you who asked that question.
I knew you would.
No, I was like, hey, that's my man right there. Take one for the team. But I thought it was
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Chiefs, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin.